What's up, Synergy family, and welcome to another special edition of Wellness Wednesday, your first here in March of 2026. Time is rolling by as it always does every year. So I hope you have gotten sufficient voltage this year to make it the best possible. A couple announcements before we get into energetic obstacles that we're inevitably going to face in our health journey, how to overcome them, how to get through them to make our health the best that it can be. This is the last absolute final push for the March 7th and 8th Foundation of Health Summit. If you are watching this live, we are just a few days away from March 7th and 8th with our first Foundation of Health Summit of the year. It is going to be a very special event. We are going to go deep into how to get voltage using the biomodulator into your body at home. Easy to do, so many different ways that product and all of the accessories and everything that comes with it can be used. We are super excited for this event. We're going to show you some never before seen ways to use the biomodulator. For those of you who have one, who have a package or have been using a biomodulator for a while, you know that it is incredible at getting that voltage back into your body, boosting those cells and getting you in the best health possible. But there's so many other ways other than just that daily practice, our regular maintenance protocol, that you can use these things to get out of that sticky pain that's been in your shoulder, or to alleviate that lower back issue that has been plaguing you for so long, that knee that just doesn't seem to work right. So this is our last and final announcement for the 7th and the 8th, coming up this Saturday and Sunday, the Foundation of Health Summit. It is free for those of you who have purchased a device or package in the recent past, and even those of you who have bought one maybe a little while ago, call us to see if you can get in for free. For those of you who are not a device owner, it is $450. However, that money goes to a device or a package or whatever you need on our website in device credit if you purchase within the next 2 weeks after the summit. So it is a great value. You can apply that to a product in the Synergy store. And so essentially it's like coming for free as well. It's just a down payment for something that you would purchase later if you decide to go that route. So you can attend online, you can attend in person. The choice is yours. We would love to have you in person, but online is going to be a great experience as well. And then following that amazing event, the at-home course, the Biomodulator 101 course, we are going to be having a practitioner-focused course that is hosted by the amazing Danielle Palmer and her partner in crime, Natalie Sakamoto. That is going to be a lot of fun as well. Very exclusive. They're doing things that have never been done before in the health space in general, let alone the energy space. So if you are a practitioner or you want to become a practitioner, this is also a great value because it's $15.99. That gets you the online or in-person hands-on training with Danielle and Natalie, and it gets you their online course that you can continue your study with. And both of those have certifications involved with them that are internationally recognized. So check in with them for that, and they will give you all the details on the certification, and they will have more events coming up if you can't make this one. That is March 12th to the 14th. Sign up for that. You're going to be getting almost one-on-one training. This is super exclusive. They want to keep it really small and intimate so that they can show you exactly how to use the biomodulator on somebody and get the best results. So we have still a few spots for that available. So if either of those interest you, they are exclusive. They are independent. You can attend one, the other, neither, both, whatever you want to do. The choice is yours. So that is the final push for those two events. And we will announce any new events coming up and any specials involved with those events as well. So stay tuned for all that. So Wellness Wednesday. Obstacles, they're going to come up in any health journey, especially if we have had chronic conditions in the past, if we've been struggling with something that we know we need to deal with, but we don't know exactly how. I know I've been there. I was struggling with pain for many, many years, and I tried many different things to nothing that was really getting me out of it until I tried the biomodulator, until I got voltage back into my body directly. Nothing else really seemed to matter for me. So there's different types of obstacles that you're going to run into. And if you know ahead of time that you're going to face these obstacles, you're better equipped to handle them. There's a great book called The Obstacle is the Way. And that is the kind of the theme of this particular webinar here. The obstacle, it's not something to shy away from. It's not something that you should be caught off guard by. It's something that you should expect and that you can prepare for if you just keep it in mind, like, hey, look, these things are going to come up and I know how to handle it by getting the voltage back into my body. Either buy a device like this, the biomodulator, which is amazing at it, and we'll touch on that in a second, but there's so many other ways to get that voltage back up that cost you nothing, that you can help reduce the symptoms or get through it that much faster. And again, none of this is medical advice. I'm not a doctor. Consult a medical professional for any medical decisions. This is just information to help you along that journey with any type of medical intervention that you might need. Now, the first type of obstacle is something that is within our control, right? We have obstacles that we put in our own way, whether we know it or not. These types of things can be our eating habits. Are we eating junk food or are we eating healthy food? Is what we're putting into our body supporting us or slowly chipping away at the foundation of our health? And I'm not going to get into which diet is best, but you should know for your own self, when you eat something, does it make you feel better or worse? Does it give you the urge to sit on the couch or to go for a run in an hour or two? Do you benefit from the food that you're eating? And if not, why not? What are you willing to do in order to give yourself that base layer of health with the food that you eat? Another thing is exercise. Are you capable of exercising? I'm not talking about pumping iron with Arnold and getting ripped in the gym. Are you able to take a walk around the block? Are you able to lift some light weights every once in a while? Are you able to park in the back of the parking lot when you go shopping and have a couple hundred extra steps in your day? Are you able to fit these things in to give your body that much more movement? And the more movement that we get, the more the energy is able to flow throughout the system. We get that lymph moving, we get the blood pumping, we get things that are supporting our bodies, and these little tiny things add up. Are you willing to do something that is going to get you that voltage naturally, just a little bit at a time, even if you're not able to go full bore into what you might have been able to do in the past, but just building, slowly but surely getting back into a free type of motion where the blood and the energy has no obstacles inside you. That is what we're working to build there. How about your mindset? The mindset is a critical piece to everything, not just health, but overall function Are you thinking positively? Are you ready for what is coming in the future? Do you have a clear goal in mind of what you want to get into your health? Do you want the health because you want the freedom of movement? Do you want the health because you want to be able to play with your kids or play sports or do whatever it is that you love to do? Is that top of mind? Or are you telling yourself, "Oh, I'll never get there. Why does this always happen to me? I'm bound to be this way forever." Those things also add up, either in the positive side or the negative side. Is your constant refrain in your mind, and how is that supporting your health or tearing it down? And think about that. How can you adjust that to support your health? These are all things within our control. We can eat better, we can exercise, we can think in ways that support us instead of dragging us down. So those are all things that are within our purview. And if you have a device, a biomodulator, a biotransducer, anything that you use in medical or biohacking, are you using the things that you have at your disposal? Are you taking the advice that a medical professional has given you and doing it each day to support your health? And if not, why not? Is it worth getting up 15 minutes early to do your daily practice with the biomodulator? I know it is for me. It sets my day off right. When I don't do it, my production suffers. My pain comes back if I don't do it for a few days at a time. And luckily, I've done it for quite some time now. So my body has that in it. These devices are not something that is just going to leave you hanging once you get it off of your body. It is supporting your cells so that they can support themselves even when you're not doing it. So now I don't even need it every day, which is great. But if I go too long without it, my results do suffer. My pain does start to creep back, and I get back into it. So I make sure that that is part of my daily routine to get that voltage back. If you have something else that gets the voltage back into your body, that is a vibration plate or a workout or anything that you know makes you feel better, are you doing it consistently? And if not, how can you make sure that it's incorporated into your routine to drive you forward in your health? So those are the things within our control. But there's also going to be things that are out of our control. Sometimes we're going to get sick. I know I have two kids. They bring stuff back from school all the time. And so most of the time recently, I have gotten to the point where I'm not getting sick, which is great because I'm getting the voltage into my body. But it does sneak in there every once in a while. If I'm particularly stressed, I'm pushing really hard in my business, or I just happen to have a lot going on, it does creep back. So how do I get through that illness? Well, I remember I need to get the voltage a little bit more into my body. So I'm not going to do just my daily practice. I am going to do it in the morning and night, for example. If I'm just feeling a little something, I'll do it in the morning and the night, and that usually knocks it out. I don't get as sick as I used to. I used to get sick at the drop of a hat. This has really, really helped. But if you don't have a device, what can you do to make sure that you get through that illness that much faster, that much better? Can you take a supplement or a vitamin that you know has helped in the past? Can you take that step back and rest if that's what is really needed? Or do you need to push through and get something done? And at the end, you will be that much better for it. Each situation is different. Is Another thing that might be out of our control is some type of accident. Somebody rear ends us and we have a bad back, or something comes out of the blue and we slip on the ice, we fall, something happens that we weren't prepared for. Well, how can you possibly prepare? And if you haven't prepared, how do you get through that much better? Again, comes down to voltage. How do we get the voltage back? Are we adequately hydrated to get the cells to the point where they can do the thing that they need to do to recover, to heal, and get you that much better? Can you, if you're in a cast because of that accident, can you get the voltage back with a transducer before you're able to get any type of physical voltage into that area via an electrode? What are the things that you can do to get through it? Um, Another thing that we can't control is aging. We're all getting older each and every day. How do we make that transition graceful? How do we? And again, it comes down to mindset. Age is just a number. That is a old tired saying, but it is true. If we really believe that, we can have greater and greater health outcomes. I know people in their 90s who are still going constantly. They run their own businesses. They play with the grandkids, the great grandkids. They are having an amazing time. And I also know people in their 30s and 40s who can barely get out of bed in the morning. What are you doing to support your health as you age? Is it the vitamins? Is it the supplements? Is it the voltage getting back into your body? And then the last thing that I do want to touch on that is outside of our control is other people. Are we letting other people drain our energy, or are we solid in our own energy to where if somebody else does something that we don't like, that we're upset about, that we don't let it bring us down? Remember, it's a lot easier to tear a building down than it is to build one. If you are solid and you know what you are building, you know what your energy is going towards, the negative energy of others that is trying to tear you down cannot affect you. So keep your own energy solid, both through a means like the biomodulator and through knowing what you want and knowing that you are going to get better from your health. So let's boil this all down to three basic concepts for how to get through any type of obstacle that might affect your health. The first one, if you have something happening in your body that's affecting your pain levels, that's affecting your overall health, do you need to take a step back, relax, and get that voltage back into your body? That is the primary method of overcoming something immediate, something acute that you are going through. You want to give your body the best chance that it can have in order to overcome that challenge. Remember, if we are in constant fight or flight, and we're looking for what is next going to threaten us, going to harm us, then our system is stressed as a baseline. It's not going to be able to recover. It's not going to rejuvenate because it's taking all of that energy into what could come next, and it's not revitalizing your body. So if it is really a situation where you need to recover and heal, take that step back, reset your nervous system. If you have a device, calm everything down through the vagus nerve. Let your body do its thing. Relax the shoulders, shoulders back, deep breaths, and you're that much better. And you're allowing your body to recover. So that is the primary way. If something is really stressing the vital function of your body, that means the energy has physical obstacles inside of you and mental obstacles that are trying to stop the energy from flowing. You get the energy back by relaxing and letting it flow, letting it do its job. And that will get you through it that much better. Sometimes, though, we're going to have situations where a push is necessary, which also requires voltage to handle. If you are having some pain because you know you have an event coming up that you're preparing for, and you're burning the candle at both ends. It's a lot on the system, but you need to push through. You need to make sure that you do a good job and that you put on a good show for this event. You might need to push for a while. And that also requires proper voltage. You're not looking to recover necessarily. You're looking to get through it the best you can. And that means giving yourself the opportunity to have that energy flowing. So if you have a device, again, reset the nervous system, make sure that you're thinking clear, you're focused, so that you're making best use of your time, so that when it does come time at the end of the night, you've already accomplished more than you thought you could have, and you can sleep better. You can sleep more deeply. You can have a longer time to sleep and recover naturally because you got that voltage in during the day and you pushed through. And then afterwards, celebrate. Give yourself that opportunity to recover in the best way possible, to celebrate your accomplishments, to learn how to get better for next time so that it's maybe not as stressful the next go round, and you can get better and better. It's going to become that much easier and less stress on the system, and you will get through it that much better next time. And the third way is probably my favorite because it is to get the voltage in before any of this occurs, before you put yourself or get put into a stressful situation. Like I said, since I've been getting the voltage in, my health is that much better. So when the kids do come back sick from school, I don't get sick. When I am pushing to get an event done like the March 7th and 8th event, I am ready to go. I know how to handle it. I know what I'm going to say. I am confident that everybody is going to resonate with it because my energy is solid, and I'm going to send that out to my audience as I am communicating with them. And that makes not only my energy and my stress levels that much better, but it also allows me to give that to the audience in a way that they're going to feel better. They're going to naturally absorb the energy that I'm putting out because I prepared, because I've learned each step of the way. When I first was getting on stage, when I first was talking on camera at all, I was super stressed out. Beforehand, I was going, I don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to like it? Am I going to stumble over my words? Is it really going to resonate with anybody? And because of that, those things inevitably happened. And I looked back on it and I realized, hey, look, I am focused on the audience. I am focused on the content and delivering value. I'm not focused on myself and what I might screw up. I am focused on giving you guys value so that you can take it, integrate it into your own life, help others around you. And when I have that focus, then my stress level goes down, my energy level goes up, and I am not physically breaking down my energy and creating these obstacles inside me that used to slow me down. And for that, my energy is solid, my energy is flowing, and I can deliver that much better. So if you're in it, what can you do to get out of it? If you're not in it, how can you prepare to not have those situations occur in the first place? And your energy will thank you, your health will thank you, and those around you will thank you as well, because now you're showing up that much better for all of them and for yourself. I hope this was helpful. We're going to be getting into a lot of awesome energy stuff at the conferences. If you haven't signed up, please sign up. Next week at Wellness Wednesday, we're going to be doing a recap. I'm going to try to distill everything that was gone through at the March 7th and 8th event, break it down in a super easy to understand way, because we have speakers that are going to be talking about all kinds of different ways that they use the biomodulator for emotions, for relaxation, for hydration. All of these things stack and make your health that much better and make your energy that much better. So I'm going to try to distill all of that down next Wednesday, give you the Spark Notes version of the conference, but I highly recommend joining the conference. If you can't join in person, there's an online option and it will be recorded. So you'll have all of that on our education portal. If you're a device owner, that is included for free. You'll be able to watch the replay there and rewatch any parts that you felt particularly attracted to. Thank you guys again so much for this amazing Wellness Wednesday. I will see some of you at the conference this March 7th and 8th. And if you're a practitioner, the 12th to the 14th is going to be amazing too. If not, I will see you again next Wednesday for the Spark Notes version. Have an amazing, amazing week, my friends. Stay energized, and I will see you soon. Have a good one.